Welcome to today's morning walk with your host, Jason Mass. With special guests. Jason Mass. Here I sit on the riverfront in Detroit. And this is an inspiring moment. It's 2:30 in the morning. And this is where I think my best because I've slept for 6 or 6.5 hours straight. And I'm undisturbed by the world. Except for him. My father toiled in that building for Blue Cross and Blue Shield for 35 years and hated every fucking day. Every fucking day of it he hated. He was miserable. You can't take a man like my father and put him in a cubicle. So I didn't understand why he had to go to the gym every day after work, because a ship in a bottle cannot sail. But I stand here in front of the Detroit Renaissance Center. This is the rebirth. Renaissance is French for rebirth of Detroit. I think it was built in 1979. I was a little kid then, 7 or 8 years old. And it was the rebirth of Detroit after the 1967 race riots and 10 years of tumult and destruction, where white people couldn't come down here and ask any man of wisdom, white or black or purple. It was bad. And the whole place got destroyed and corrupted, and the best city in the nation, in the world, got destroyed. Now it's the headquarters of a little company, a little startup called General Motors. Behind me is Du Michel Galleries, and I've been coming here since I was a child. And perhaps it's my affinity for antiques started right here. Look at this stuff. There's one piece over here. Oh. So this is since 1920 or something. This is Du Michel Antique Shop. Look at stuff from all over the world. Look at jade. This little dog and a girl getting water, and the dog's like, "What's in there, man? Is there a snack? You got a milk bone? You got a milk bone?" A little jade tiger. Like all this crazy stuff. Like, hey, Mr. Indian. Look at this crazy bench I desire. And most importantly, a bongo with titties. So this probably was the seed when I was a child of how I love antiques. My downtown loft, the fucking coolest bachelor pad in the world. My downtown Houston is decked out with antique stuff like this. I call them panty droppers. I don't care what you think. Lazy Boy, fuck that. Louis Vuitton, fuck that. I want Louis from, that's some French stuff. Pedestal action. But I'm taking a scooter ride this morning. Already this morning, I've, I give the appearance that I don't work, but creativity does not work 9 to 5. And so far this morning, I have written, I'm gonna ride the scooter. Oops, shit, let me see how I can do this. Yes, I might die, but I'm wearing my helmet. I need my helmet. We think there's something wrong with our son. Just put him in advanced classes and make sure he keeps wearing that helmet. So this morning, I've already, I met with a franchisor, someone who specializes in franchises, and he loves the concept that I'm going to put at El Centro on Main. It's 25,000 square feet. Detroit Coney and Detroit Deep Dish all in one. I've got the artwork. Yep, this is where my dad toiled. When my dad toiled here, he fucking hated it. And Blue Cross Blue Shield professional audit, Steve Mass. My dad actually audited medical bills. He audited doctors. You got a lineman from the NFL walking into a doctor's office. Hey, can I see your receipts for what you billed Blue Cross, Mr. Physician? And he's like, motherfuckers would just hand me envelopes of cash and go, "Sorry, man, don't arrest me." Yeah. And fast forward, I didn't know he did that. And then fast forward, and guess what? Guess what I do? I audit utility bills, electricity, natural gas, water, and sewer across the country. 2 days from now, I'm going to Toronto because we're auditing 3 plants in Canada, and I've uncovered the fucking loopholes in the Canadian tax code for value-added tax. And who the fuck does this stuff? But you know, the apple does not fall far from the tree. And I'm restricted on my miles per hour on my scooter underneath this tunnel, and I might die here. Yeah, it's got a governor on this thing when you go to a place. But yeah, so I audit bills just like my dad. Holy smokes. But he hated it. I love it. Actually, I don't love it. I hate looking at the invoices. That's why I learned something from Henry Ford and named some other guys. Dale Carnegie. Who's the steel guy? Who's the steel magnate? Good morning.
You get cigarette?
No, I don't smoke. I don't put anything in my lungs except life. If you ask me over $1,200, go big or go home. Steel magnet. Dale Carnegie, right? He taught me. He's like, there's the Detroit People Mover. Could have been built for several $1 million, but politics in Detroit. Take 10 years. Built right during the midst of Detroit corruption. Took like 10 years and $1 billion and lined everyone's pockets. Fucking politicians, people that don't work for a living, I fucking hate you. That's why I've been to jail 13 times. Fuck you fuckers up. Fuck you. And they control the courts and they control the police. And that's why I went to jail 10 out of those 13 times. 3 of them were totally my fault. I was drunk and stupid. For some reason, they don't like when you accidentally and apologetically use the N-word to protect a black guy that was attacking a white girl. They don't like when you use the N-word and turn around with 3 black cops. That's how you go to jail. So 3 of those were my fault. Wouldn't have said it if we weren't drunk, but I was protecting someone, so I don't care. So this morning I've written a song. I didn't write a song, Tom Jones did. I who have nothing. I who have nothing. And I just heard it. Someone said, dude, you could sing that song. So I'm turning it into the theme song for an operation that I'm franchising. I haven't even started it yet. It's just a concept. But it has to do with Detroit Coney and Detroit Deep Dish. My assistant came in yesterday afternoon and we had some beverages because I need to give her some time off because I've been working her like a draft horse and I don't want to wear her out. So she's back sleeping, but we had some drinks and I started to show her Detroit. Showed her where Henry Ford brought. Hey, good morning, dude. Man, I don't have a blanket. I didn't carry that with my scooter, bro. Yeah, it was like 90 degrees yesterday, and it's 50 degrees right now. Thank God I have this hoodie. Look, this is Campus Martius. Campus Martius? Help me with the pronunciation, but look. I who have nothing. This is a beautiful park. I know I can't go close to that when my scooter gets shut down. I'll drive around it. I believe there's a Hard Rock Cafe over here, who I'm trying to buy a franchise. And these fuckers, I know why they're going downhill, because they don't have anybody there that's in charge anymore. I call them up, like, hey, I want to put a franchise here in Houston, and they're like, so you need to order napkins for the franchise? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking idiots. I have nothing. So I've written that song, not written. Oops. Ernst & Young's a gigantic accounting firm right here. So if you're, it's one of the, I don't know, it used to be the big 6, now I think it's the big 4 accounting firms. Who have nothing. I take you through the park, man. They have a beautiful ice rink there, a public ice rink in the wintertime. And I'm restricted, I have to walk. So far this morning, because today I'm going to goof off. I'll be at a football game later, but I got to meet with my real estate attorney there regarding a transaction in Houston, and So I wrote a business plan and presented it to a franchise guy. What else have I done this one? Oh, and I've written a song. Look at this basketball court down here. This is Detroit, guys. www.vacationdetroit.com. My website's being built right now. I did just a little promotional video where I was just riding the scooter around. I went past a Detroit versus Everybody sign at one of the arenas. Just happens to be a professional photography crew. I'm like, hey fellas, here's what I'm doing. Are any of you qualified to handle this iPhone camera? And they did a professional angle and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna hoop it up here. Oh, I'm back in business. I hope you're enjoying the morning walk with your host, Jason Mass. After this break, we have a special guest coming on this program, Jason Mass. Because who the fuck else is up at this hour? We hope to go to WRAF and the radio show that hosts the Detroit Tigers. I've presented with them an exclusive agreement. See if they go for it to put us on the air, because the Mike Illett story, Beauty from Ashes, Detroit needs to be told, and we're making it, going for it. Well, okay, we have a break from our sponsor. Brought to you by Mass Enterprises and Detroit Coney and Detroit Deep Dish. Franchise opportunities available. Dial 1-800 Believe in Me, because I'm not fucking around. I who have nothing. I'm gonna go toward Greektown. Oh shit, I'm restricted again. AirPods. So I have those headphones. Like, I ain't spending $300. Look at. You know why they cost $300? Because of the marketing and the fucking idiots buying them. And I have headphones that have wires, and they work just as good. Well, I'm not sure, because I won't even try the AirPods, because no one can tell you're using them, and you look like a crazy person, like the old-fashioned Greektown lady that used to talk. Rah, 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 rah. There used to be a famous lady. She probably passed 20 years ago, but she was famous. I might take her job. And then this is new. I don't know what that building is. Can anyone tell me? But what a what a beautiful, magnificent piece of modern day useless architecture. I don't know what they're thinking. Why am I restricted on my thing? I'm going into Greektown. I have a lady that worked for me in Houston at Seventh Heaven Bed and Breakfast, and a place that I created that was decked out with antiques, to Michelle Art Galleries or auction house. And she would come here to Greektown. I've invited her, and she'd be like, "My food better." Old Shillelagh's a famous bar. I don't know why. It's fucking pretty dirty last time I went there a couple years ago. I like dirty, especially with my ladies. So I'm approaching Greektown, and fuck, man, they've cut this thing down. So I'm gonna put it on the job, because I'm out to get exercise. So I see up here, well, Fishbones is famous, and there's a famous Greektown casino. But man, this place used to be famous, and now they put a Five Guys franchise there. What a mistake. I mean, I've got nothing against Five Guys, you know, because who doesn't like buying a $14 cheeseburger from the franchise? But it does not belong in Greektown, unless you translate that like you should. And I'll actually fucking call you. Translate Five Guys to Greek. Please. Please translate that to Greek. Sell the same fucking shit. But this is all Greek down here. Oh, I'm enjoying this exercise. And it's 50 degrees. I haven't felt this weather in a long time. Taking this sip of life. This was a fancy Greek restaurant. Now they've named it Delamar. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's fine. I'll do a little advertising for them, but it ain't fucking Greek.
Sir.
Hey, good morning.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Would you spare a cigarette, sir? A cigarette?
I don't smoke. No. Oh, wings. Wings. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. This needs to be Greektown here. Okay, I'm in the heart of Greektown. Pegasus, to my right, is the famous Greek restaurant. This place is great. The Golden Fleece restaurant, shish kebab, beer, wine, that's been there forever. I can't tell you what they're famous for, but go there. And then they've got a Detroit deep dish place here. Amazing. If I can get some pizza right now, you will. Hey, can you get some Detroit deep dish pizza right there right now? You know? You open for a slice? Oh, we're gonna go. Hey, I live down here, bro. I can't afford to give that to you. See, that's how you decide.
You have any more slices left?
Yeah, I'm trying to show my friends in Houston what that Detroit deep dish looks like.
Oh, we don't have deep dish. We have New York style.
Well, this is Greektown. Your hat says it. Damn, I'm gonna pass and I'm gonna order one in the morning.
Usually there's Pizza Papas that have the deep dish, but they're closed.
Yeah, well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
We have a bunch of, they're closed, but we have a couple slices left here.
The smell is killing me. It's so good.
It's up to you, bro.
I'm gonna pass. I'm exercising.
All right, God bless.
Take care. You too, brother. Dang, I wish I could. Why are they selling New York style pizza? See, look, this whole theme down here needs to be Greek. Greek, period, Greek. That's it. Astoria Pastry Shop here has been here forever. 50th anniversary since 1970, my whole life. And wait till you see what they have here. If you have a sweet tooth, you will love this place. Amazing, amazing. Like, I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I think I get my sweets from alcohol. But, man, I mean, just the finest sweets ever. And then the Greektown casino's right there. I can't stand the casino. Just it destroys my ADD and makes me fucking go crazy. Literally, I have to shut my eyes and plug my ears. Barbecue, steakhouse. Yeah, the whole theme down here needs to be Greek. But I'm working on something to bring the best Greek place down here. Because Maria in Houston at Athena is the best Greek. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's like 20 minutes and I think I'm out. I'm gonna go enjoy the Detroit riverfront, which is gonna be beautiful. The Detroit River separates Canada from the United States, and it's so beautiful. My beautiful assistant, Kelly, I literally can't wait to show her because she's from Kansas City. I recruited her out of Kansas City. And her perception of Detroit is just like everyone else's. I ain't fucking going to Detroit, but she's gonna go back, and she said she's got 4 brothers who sound pretty cool. And I guarantee, thank you, sir. I guarantee her brothers, I'm gonna offer her brothers to come here. Look at this beautiful church in the city. I guarantee her brothers will come here, and it'll be a VIP red carpet treatment for them, of course. But I guarantee they'll go back and say, vacationdetroit.com, holy shit, you gotta go. And it's just gonna take a little bit of salesmanship and a little bit of persuasion to get your first few people to come here, and then her brothers will go back and sell Detroit. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Like, Kelly is going to be on the Detroit riverfront and look at Canada. I'm gonna take her to Windsor this morning. I thought that would be the best place, or to Belle Isle, and let her look at Detroit, because she thinks it's literally filled with crack and hookers and drug dealers and you know, bad black people. Look at how beautiful that church is. That's a rectory. I think it's an old St. Mary's school. It's an old school for girls. But I'm looking forward to showing her. And then this city will sell itself. Hey everybody, get some sleep. I'm gonna be riding around for a couple of hours. This is where I come up with ideas. Hey, I read that Albert Einstein literally came up with ideas when he rode his bicycle around the can't remember what country he's from. Not Germany. It's like Germany. Austria? around the Austrian countryside, looking at flowers and designs in nature and such. That's where he came up with like a theory of relativity and things that shape, well, we built bombs with his fucking genius, but that's what men do. It's nature of men. Kill ourselves. Here's a Greek church. Isn't that cool? Hey guys, 20 minutes. Good night. I hope you enjoyed my little Detroit history piece. And if I die on this thing tonight, just know that I died doing something I love and something I believe in. So good night and God bless.